Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform once again. I've come once again to update you on what is going on in Biafra land and in Nigeria. Everyone that is watching on this platform, wherever you are connecting us from, I welcome you. I appreciate you, whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran. Wherever part of the world you belong and you are joining us, I welcome you. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you so that they can get this information and get the update that is come. This is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we bring you information that has to do with the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We bring information that are coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Ekpa. We bring the update on the war that Nigeria has declared against the Biafran people. No matter how they try to hide it, we dig it out and we'll bring it for you to see and hear and know what is going on in Biafran territory. In this platform, we say it the way it is without being politically correct. Today is the 28th of June, 2024, and we have come once again to give you update on what is going on. Fellow Biafrans, as we speak, the self-referendum of the Biafran people is still ongoing. Against all odds, against all propaganda and blackmail, against all attack, the Biafran people are standing their ground and they are going forward, voting massively. People are responding. This is the second phase of the referendum, mind you. If you have not yet voted and you're a Biafran, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you are a Biafran and you have not yet voted up to now, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because you must have to give your mandate to Biafra for your defense. Many Biafrans have already voted, and more are queuing up to vote. You must make sure that your own vote counts. Very, very important. As we speak, a lot is going on in Biafran territory as we speak. So many things are happening so fast that you can't even understand. The success that is being made by the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Israel, under this very government of Biafra is enormous and cannot be counted. And I bet you the Zoological Republic is afraid. Today, they cannot help but continue to discuss about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are so scared and they don't know what to do. And if they think they want to play a game with the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to distract Mazi Ekpa, of course they know that is pouring water in a stone. Mazi Ekpa, the Prime Minister, has the key to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has the key to the freedom of Biafran people. And the zoo understand it well. If they want peace, obey instruction that he has given. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Remove all your checkpoints in Biafra land and give us a date for exit from the zoo. Then we can start talking. This is the word of our Prime Minister. Every political prisoner of Biafra must be released unconditionally. While they are seeking for excuses to give and they are beating here and there, trying to look for a place where they are going to hold their hands to perpetrate their evil. We are consistent in our demand, consistently pacified, and we are not looking back. I want to share with you a very important video. Pay attention to this very video. You are going to understand a lot in this video. This is one man that has made a little sense. I want you to listen carefully to every single thing this man is going to say. Even though we don't agree with everything he has said and his illustration 100%, but he makes a lot of sense. At least you can find one person who can make a sense in their conventional media. Let us watch carefully from beginning to the end.
Today, can he wrestle his followership from Simon Ekpa?
There's a division because of the arrest and detention. So Simon Ekpa felt that he has to carry on the struggle now that the leader has been taken in. That is it. So if he's released today, it is likely, very likely, that he has to come to terms with Simon Ekpa to back down. Simon Ekpa is only acting because of his absence. He didn't say that he has overthrown him. Even when he wrote a letter from DSS custody directing that there should be no more sit at home and there should be no more arms against the state, Simon Ekpa said until he comes out physically, that he will not believe, that he wrote that under duress.
Of course.
That he wrote it, you cannot freely write something in this area. When you are in custody, you now write something. It is not voluntary. So it is on that basis that he continued doing what he's doing. Simon Ekpa is the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu and a very dedicated, loyal disciple. I believe that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will be able to tame Simon Ekpa. And many of these criminals that have cashed into the struggle or kind of tried to hide under IPOB to commit atrocities, they will be fished out or they will be controlled. Remember that this man, Nnamdi Kanu, people listen to him. So if he comes now and declares a truce, I believe that it will work. And those who try to violate that truce will easily be fished out. They will be sidelined. They will be exposed. Now, people are picking up arms out of resistance or protest to his extraordinary rendition. That is it. Before he was extraordinarily renditioned, there was no spate of violence like we see after his arrest. So it is a kind of protest against the way the state has treated him. So I believe that if he should come out now, all that will abate. But let me also say that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not entitled to be listening to one person or the other as to whether or not he will exercise his powers under the Constitution. Section 174 of the Constitution, subsection 3, like my learned friend pointed out earlier, only gave 3 conditions for the exercise of the power of withdrawal of criminal prosecution. It says that the Attorney General should only give vent to 3 factors. One is public interest. The second one is interest of justice. The third one, to ensure that such withdrawal is not against due process of law. And then we are talking about justice here. Interest of justice. It is on that basis the president must act, no matter what any of his commissioners thinks, no matter what any Southeast governors think, in the interest of justice. Because if you can release the chairman or leader of Miat Allah that has been saying all kind of terrible things against Nigerian state, you release him, you withdraw his charge and he goes home, and then you release Showore and he goes home, you release Sunday Igboho, withdraw his charge and he goes home. Then where is justice? Where is equity?
You have listened to this very young man. He made a lot of sense in every single thing he has said, even though we don't agree 100% in some of the things he said, but he made a lot of sense. And his illustration is online. But why are they not responding? They know the truth. They know what to do, but they have refused to do it. And until they have done the right thing, we will continue to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the zoo will continue to burn down until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and every political prisoner is released unconditionally.
Defined in International Covenant on Civil and People's Rights by the United Nations in 1966. Article 21 of African Charter, 1981, in Banjul, Gambia. And then Nigeria ratified the African Charter and domesticated it in 1983. And so it has become a Nigerian law, part of our domestic laws. So why is Nigeria having goose pimples when people rise up to fight for equality? When people rise up to demand equal treatment? Why does Nigeria develop goose pimples? Why is Nigeria finding it intolerant to allow people to express themselves, which only calls for opportunity for dialogue? When an ethnic nationality stands up and says, we are not being treated fairly in this federation, it calls for dialogue. Nigeria should be responsible enough to be able to call them to and find out exactly what is the problem so as to adjust. Because there has never been a time ethnic nationalities in Nigeria met together and said, we want to form a nation. Nigeria was foisted on every one of us by the British colonial authority. And then they created 3 regions, North, East, and West. Now, in 1963, Nigeria, there was a plebiscite that created the 4th region, which is the Midwest. When did Nigeria meet to decide that we are going to be 4 regions? And when did Nigeria meet to decide that we are no more 4 regions, we are now 6 geographical regions. So these are issues that, and if Nigeria should know, in international law, there's what we call pacta sunt servanda. Pacta sunt servanda is found in Article 26 of the Treaty of Versailles, which states that agreement must be obeyed. Article 26 says, once a treaty comes into force, all parties to that treaty must abide by the treaty in utmost good faith. Article 18 of the same Treaty of Versailles, it says that no nation who is a party to a treaty should take any step, be it administrative or legislative step, to scuttle or to thwart or to suffocate the intent and purpose of that treaty. That is exactly what Nigeria is doing. Nigeria is signatory to all United Nations human rights treaties that endorses self-determination, and yet domestically they cannot hear the word self-determination. They are in breach of the obligations under Article 18 and 26 of the Treaty of Versailles of 1969.
Right. Thank you so much for that detailed.
Now you see the man asking the vital question. Why is it Nigeria have refused to obey their own law? Why is it that they have refused to obey the law they have signed up for? Why? This is a question every sensible person should be asking. And this is why Biafrans can never ever bow down to the zoo. The contraption called Nigeria is lawless. It is not even a country, a terrorist country that oppresses its own people, that takes the life of people they are supposed to protect. We can never be part of it, and we are walking away. We are already on our way. For those one Nigerians who think they can be the king to the city itself, now they have seen Kenya. Kenya is now fighting for their freedom. They have started making noise again, as if they have something to offer. They have started shouting and speaking on various platforms. They have started again making noise and shouting, and you think they have something to offer. Nigeria cannot offer you anything. And if you think you can conduct a revolution in Nigeria, you're wasting time. There is never a time the North, the Southwest, Southeast, and the Middle Belt will come together to conduct a revolution to change things. It will never happen. The only revolution will be a revolution of disintegration, and the Biafrans are leading it. We are leading it. We are walking away. If you want to be an Arewa, go and stay with Arewa. You want to be Oduduwa, go to Oduduwa. You want to be in Middle Belt, go to Middle Belt. That is the only genuine revolution that can happen, and Biafrans are on top of it. You cannot stop it. You can't fight it. I want to share with you some of the noisemakers they have started. And when you see them talk, you think they are making sense. Listen to these noisemakers when they are talking about something they cannot carry out. Let's watch.
Nothing but revolution. Everybody should come out. Stop being afraid. When you want to come out, they say army. Which army? What would they do? Anybody that wants to die, let him die. People are already dying. So why are you being afraid? If I would die for Nigeria to good, fine, good and fine. Let us come out. Let us come out. But Nigerians are too fierce.
That the revolution will change Nigeria for good.
Revolution.
It will change Nigeria for good. Where our people will come out and begin to fight. Where our people will come out and begin to fight for their right. Begin to ask questions. We don't live in religion. Because these people, they work in pari passu with our religious these politicians. When they come, they run to the church will run to them, and we become their meat. You understand? Yeah. So anybody who is telling you pray for Nigeria, that person is antichrist, because you don't pray for something that is non-existent. Nigeria is something that is...
All the politicians, all those big politicians, they should bring them and slay them. They should kill all of them.
That's how we hold them accountable, because we are killing them.
Yes, they should bring our money, let them die. They have no use to Nigeria.
People are saying this Tinubu better pass...
I said nothing, all of them. All of them, they should bring all of them and kill them. They are of no use to Nigeria.
Revolution should take place in Nigeria. You are calling
that thing that happened to Ghana, let it happen to Nigeria.
All right, thank you, Auntie.
Everybody is struggling now. Is okay. Once you get the political power, you have the economy, you can control the economy.
So it's not for the interest of the masses?
It's not for the interest of the masses. No, it's not for the interest of the state, because him himself, he made it abundantly clear in one of his clips.
In a situation or in Nigeria where one man
will take money or will invest in Nigerian money and bury it on the ground. Just think of it. You know that there's nothing we have nothing to offer in this country. I always tell you, we have nothing to offer in this. I always tell you that what we need now is splitting, so that when we are acting, we know the area that we are going to act. Because Nigeria is full of ethnicity and different tribes. Are you hearing me?
How do you see, is that one achievable? Referendum?
Referendum. If we can agitate for referendum, I think we'll get it right. Get it right.
People are saying that if it was Obama that was the president of Nigeria as it is right now, the situation of Nigeria, they will have been complaining, there will always be a riot here and there.
No, I don't think there will be a riot, because as an Igbo man, let's assume it's an Igbo man that is a president. Remember that he has an Hausa man that is working with him. He has an Ikoro man that is working with him. He has Delta man that is working. He has different tribes that are working with them.
For their own interest.
And they eat in one plate. It's still for their own interest. So the problem of Nigeria is not the president alone. The problem of Nigeria is our people. Our core people that they call honorable men, that I don't know how to put it, if they are honorable. I think honorable men should come and tell us the truth. Honorable men should see the right thing and do the right thing. Honorable men should think of way forward, how Nigeria will progress and prosper.
This is the only thing they know how to do. They talk and make noise, and you think they have something to offer. They have nothing to offer you. Nigerians are very good in theory. They can open their mouth and get a good country with their mouth, only in theory. But when it comes to action, they can't hold it for 1 minute. They can't hold it. Noisemakers and senseless people. And nobody can drag us back to where we are coming from. Biafrans are moving ahead. Our freedom is all we want, and we are going home. No man born of a woman will stop us from our freedom. Wherever you are, like and share, and Chukwu Okike Abiama will lead us to our victory. Please, let us be focused. Make the little contribution you can. Support the Biafran Republic government in exile, and that is the only way forward. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne. Freedom all the way.